But let's pivot and let's move over to the NFL. All right, and let's
young man get paid, young man. I want to say the original version. Young man get paid, young man get paid.
So talking about DJ Moore, I'm looking for his numbers right now. Can you see his numbers?
Who will go first?
Well, where you wanna go?
DJ Moore will go first. I remember on the top of my head, 110, 4 years.
DJ Moore?
Yeah.
That was well deserved.
Deserved?
Yes, it's smart. That was a good, smart contract on both ends.
Deserved.
Because like he's tying his next 4 years to Caleb. So if he stick it up, DJ's right next to him.
He's a dog, man.
And Adunia also got 4 years or 3 years, so he's on rookie deal.
Yeah.
My bad, bro.
And Keenan
Still
pretty
trying to
much
work out
got
a
the
contract.
money that the Chargers didn't want to give him.
Right.
So
So
lock up your receiving core for your young rookie. Like I
And
said, DJ Moore, regardless of who's on the center, he's gonna produce.
he worked wonders with Justin Fields, and people felt like Justin Fields couldn't throw.
Bro, that Thursday night game, bro.
He had his best year, if you think about it. DJ Moore had his best year with Justin Fields.
But before that, who was he playing with? He was playing with Heineken in Washington.
No, Carolina, man.
Carolina. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Come on, bro.
Carolina. That was before Bryce Young.
A plumber,
Sam
FedEx,
Darnold, maybe?
FedEx drivers.
Yeah. Every time I think of DJ Moore, I think of that Hard Knocks clip when Cam was there. He played with Cam too, and he was a rookie. And Steve Smith was like, "Should I play DJ Moore in my fantasy lineup this week?"
You know.
No, I'm just saying. So should I take him off the bench? Because currently he on the bench.
Yeah. You gotta start.
What if I just flex? What if I put him at flex?
I don't understand that.
That just mean an extra guy. Like
Yeah.
Put him at flex? Because he's not a real wide receiver yet.
I heard he's a little bit shaky, and DJ Moore was just there the whole time, like, yeah, you should play me. You should play me. So, congrats to him, man.
Right.
He said 110 million, 4 years,
4 years.
flexible. Definitely gonna be IM in the fantasy.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
Justin got 140, right? He basically got an NBA contract, 4 years, 140.
Justin Fields?
Yeah, no, just Jefferson.
Jefferson? Yeah.
So basically, it's not bad. 30 million, not bad. 30 million off, it's not bad.
And he didn't see the incentives that was in the contract, so
Oh, I might lose some money.
could be some incentives in this.
I'm sure the guarantee money is high too. So
Yeah,
congrats to
just
DJ.
Health
Yeah,
and
Chicago trying to take off, man.
All right, let's talk controversy real quick before we even highlight any other contracts we missed.
Oh, of course. Cheeseheads, stand up.
Well, I think that's
We have our replacement.
Nah.
We've got our
I was gonna
replacement.
go Jets.
Oh yeah, I was gonna get into that as well.
Oh,
Aaron Rodgers, but let's pause that real quick.
Yeah,
let's
let's
pause.
We got also-
But take over with that.
Listen, Cheesehead, stand up.
Get a cheesehead over here.
Jordan Love, highest paid quarterback in the league. He earned it. Look,
Really? You highest paid?
highest paid.
You serious?
Yeah, looked up, man.
Earned is tough.
He earned it. By far.
Earned highest paid is tough.
Earned it, bro. Because,
Let me hear this.
I mean, they're only going off of last year, making it to the playoffs.
but that was his first year as a starter. All right, there's a lot of ups and downs. Y'all know me. I know how every week I was out there coming like, yo, let's go. I was feeling like, damn. But he showed poise in the playoffs. Ripped the Cowboys to shred. And he showed that he could take over the reins of the offense. I mean, there were a lot of questions about him, like, oh, sitting behind Rodgers for 4 years, is he really going to be able to produce? But when we needed him, he showed up. And we had that game against San Francisco, man. I just keep
He got excited.
I keep replaying it in my head, but
He got
I'm happy. I'm excited. I like the receiving corps, and I think getting Josh Jacobs in the offseason was an underrated move. Defense still got some questions about it, but overall, I'm just happy that Jordan got the contract. I think he deserves it. He's going to be the leader of this team. Sky's the limit, in my opinion.
I'm having a tough time with earned because I feel like Green Bay puts themselves in this situation that they have to pay the quarterback and give him a lot of money because he's on his fourth year. If you think about it, 3 straight generations of quarterbacks that they had.
Yeah.
Granted, 2 of them are great and MVPs and Super Bowl champions. You made those guys like what Chicago's doing. I'm just use those 2 examples. Chicago and Green Bay. Chicago's starting that rookie. He's on a rookie deal. You're able to pay everybody around him, so he has the pieces around him to succeed. What Green Bay does is that they get that quarterback, stash him. He has 1 proven year to either we're gonna pay you or we not. But to me, to be the highest paid quarterback in the league, like that comes with, to me, at least 1 Super Bowl appearance or Super Bowl win. They say I'm gonna make you the highest paid quarterback.
What?
Yeah, bro. If I'm gonna give you all that money,
A Super Bowl appearance. You know how difficult it is to make it to the Super Bowl your first year as a starter?
no.
Going off year 1.
Aside from thank you. You made my point for me. Like we're going off year 1 and we get this guy all this money.
But he lost lost in the second round. He was an underdog on the road.
Right.
Dismantled the top seed. Went toe to toe with San Francisco.
Right.
Second in the league in touchdowns. This is his first year under center.
Bro, and one thing I know I'll get the data behind it. The first year in the NFL, you always have a breakout year. We don't know, guarantee he'll have that same success he had last year because a lot of people didn't have no tape. He was on the bench. So all I'm saying is like,
SV appearance is tough, man.
I hear that, but like Super Bowl, to me, if you're gonna make him the highest paid of anything, he can still like. I would never made him highest paid. Now he could earn that later. Guys like highest paid in my book, Pat Mahomes,
Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson.
he got the MVPs.
Lamar Jackson.
Joey B, I give Joey B some credit, just a little credit. He took his team. He took that off for Willis. He took that offensive line to the Super Bowl. You don't tell me. He took that offensive.
I mean, he does have a Jamar Chase and T Higgins now. Let's
and
not.
again, he got to get them the ball, right?
Sure.
He does.
So all I'm saying is that if I'm gonna make you the highest paid quarterback, at least you've done something in your short career. Like Joe was on a rookie deal, granted he started, but I say it's also Green Bay's fault because they benched the guy and they gave him 1 year to prove it.
All right, so saying Super Bowl appearance, this and that. How you feel about Trevor Lawrence's deal? Because at that time, I was big hating. I didn't see it. I still don't know what they see in Jacksonville with this guy. Because to me, I would give my money to Jordan Love over Trevor Lawrence. Why? Because in the playoffs,
I'll give my money to Trevor Lawrence and fucking Daniel Jones.
What I want to say to that is that we've seen how many years of Trevor Lawrence playing,
in the league for about 4 or 5 years.
and as long as Jordan Love's been there, we see how many years of him actually starting.
But I'm saying though, bro, the proof is in the pudding. He was second in the league in touchdowns.
I hear you,
And
but
this is what a young collection of receivers.
If
where
they-
the main guy wasn't really healthy. Watson wasn't really healthy.
if they started at the same time and Jordan Love was producing, I would have no problem with that. But you gave this all of just like 1 year, and I feel like the NFL is humbling. No offense, bro, he might be humble next year.
No.
Because
Absolutely not.
there was no tape on it. They had nothing on him to really mess with him. And granted, he came out of nowhere. You saw what he did to Dallas. I feel like Dallas, they had tape, they would probably schemed a little better.
But
But to
I
me,
feel you on that, bro. But to say a Super Bowl appearance, like some guys go 10, 11 years without even touching the Super Bowl.
right.
So,
And it's
but they
foolish.
still
And
get
it's
right
foolish.
contracts.
Only because they're a quarterback, and
Right.
that's why. But it's foolish enough. I'm not giving you all that money. Like Pat Mahomes deserves to be unequivocally the highest paid quarterback in the
He
league.
takes pay cuts for the betterment of the team.
Granted,
Right?
but
He probably makes more in endorsements. But I get what you're saying. But
That guys like that. That's what I'm saying. You should
So-
earn it, and it should be something that can't. It should not be given out so loosely, that title. But I understand it's a salary cap you got to leapfrog. But to me,
because he's highest paid for now, but then next year could be
Somebody's
somebody
gonna leave
else.
for
You
that.
know, so I understand that. I let DC go because I know we've been going back and forth. But my thing is though, bro. So according to your logic, there's got to be a Super Bowl appearance for Green Bay this year.
100%.
Yeah, it has to be.
These next 4 years, his contract's 4 years to 5 years.
Probably 4. I'm gonna say it's 4.
If he don't touch Super Bowl, that's a bad contract.
Bad, bro.
If he don't touch the Super Bowl, it's a bad contract.
So what about
Because hold on, why are you paying him all that money?
True. You paying them all that money to win, but all right. Say I don't know, conference championship, divisional round. Like
Enough.
how we base. So we basing this on Super Bowl. Got to go to the ring.
If you're
go to the big dance.
Like, I think no matter what position it's like, if they pay you the most money, they expect the most. That's
So
top
Purdy
tier.
about to get paid, is what you saying?
Yeah,
According to your logic.
he definitely should.
DC, does he? We think Purdy should get paid, or do you think he has good weapons? Because the point I'm trying to prove to you is I feel what you're saying, bro. But this man did it with no alpha receiver. All those other quarterbacks you naming, Burrow, he got Chase. Pat Mahomes, he had Kelsey and Tariq Hill. Tua, who just got paid, has Tariq Hill. Jordan Love did this with a collection of first and second year players that nobody really knew shit about.
Granted, he got it off the first one. I give you that.
And he's taken over for a 3-time MVP, the face of the franchise. So the bar was set super low for this dude. I saw people saying we ain't gonna win more than 5 or 6 games. You know, so I think based off that momentum, he deserved it. Now,
This issue is twofold. The reason I say that is like it's Green Bay's fault. Because my theory is based upon if he would have started as a rookie, granted Aaron Rodgers there, you have the money to pay people around him. Granted, they paid Aaron Rodgers, so they had no money. So you wait, his contract was up. If he was starting, he would have had enough time to prove to us that he's either franchise. I mean, he's in this 1 year, he's proved everybody he's a franchise quarterback.
that's what I'm saying.
In my opinion, like you would get that sample size, but again, it's also Green Bay's fault because they sit on you and they wait for that last year, and then they have to pay you.
And to your point, what you always make is the only team that can put together this kind of money has a lot of first, second year players. You look at the offense points. Outside of Josh Jacobs, nobody's really getting a major contract, right?
Right.
You got Jaden Reed, you got rookie guys that don't really see the field like that.
Right.
So this is their opportunity to say, you know what, we'll give Love the keys and see what he does. I mean, I'm happy, I'm a fan, but I see that positioning.
I just feel like highest paid should be people that actually. Nothing
Yeah.
against him. If he does it, well earned contract.
You're saying accolades, you've seen over just past success or with the immediate success that they had on the team.
Right.
I mean, I agree with both y'all. I think it's just more so just Green Bay's gonna get an investment. They see what their asset is and they're like, okay, well, I see a future in you and
Rocking with this.
we're gonna pay this and we locking you in. So could be a smart move, could be not a smart move. We'll see, because future will tell. I mean, time will tell.
I can give you a dumb example. The Giants saw 4 years worth of Daniel Jones and they paid him. You saw that and you was like, that's good. And
Right.
still paid him.
Right.
You got 1 year of that man.
Do a separate episode on that. I mean, the guy he's had a lot of head coaches in his time. I'm not trying to defend him, but
Daniel Jones?
yeah,
He's only had one.
nah, bro. Are you serious? They had the dude that came from New England that was a special teams
That
coach.
wasn't Daniel Jones, bro.
That was.
It was not.
So who was there?
I think he only had one different coach.
Nah,
He went
bro.
from-
He had a couple. He had
Nah.
he had Judge from New England,
I think it's
and then before that they had another snot ball that was.
I think he had Judge and then Daboll.
Yeah.
Tell me, that was it,
before,
bro?
Before Judge, he had another guy that. Bro, the
And
Giants went through coaches
I
like
came
no
across
tomorrow.
a Twitter post. Alright.
Well, you not looking good at training camp.
About yes, that, and also too when they were showing from Hard Knocks that he wasn't really approving the fact that they wasn't going after QB. So showing just the dysfunction and the unsatisfied.
Listen, guys, once
So going into this season, just
Okay, I
already
give you that.
anticipating.
All right, 3. So I think it was Pat Shermer 2019,
Uh-huh.
yes,
and then Joe Judge.
come on, bro.
3.
Pat Shermer and Joe Judge, bro.
Aside from Joe Judge, Pat Shermer was a good coach.
But at the same time, you still gotta produce, bro.
Thank you.
You gotta run back and Saquon. You still, and you the one you gotta throw the ball.
But my point is, they seen him play, and it was like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
No, well, they got gassed up off that Vikings playoff win, but we're not
which
going
is
to talk about that.
crazy.
But to your point, look, Jordan Love did that to the Cowboys and got the bag. So
I just feel like Green Bay puts themselves in a tough position. I'm not saying Jordan Love is worlds better than Daniel Jones.
Right.
Worlds better.
yeah,
That's not
he's
even-
proven that he can.
That's
run
not
offense.
even a comparison.
Yeah.
But like,
It's a lot of pressure. I see what you mean, bro.
Right.
Because he has a target on his back now. Last year, we didn't really know who he was. He was under the radar. Now the target's on your back. How you gonna respond?
that's the NFL. In my eyes, I've seen guys that have breakout years. It's hard to bounce back.
It is.
When NFL's
It
like,
is.
oh, we know who you are. We got to play. We got to play.
So let's
Got one
transition
more,
to a quarterback who's returning off an Achilles injury going into the season, Aaron Rodgers. You probably seen this clip circulating on social media about him going back and forth, showing him and Garrett Wilson going back and forth, having a dispute, talking on the practice field. And I want to talk about his responding quotes, responding to the video that is being shown. And he, in quote, Roger says, "I think there's often appearance versus reality in life and on the football field, and what it appears to be might not always be what the reality actually is, as far as whether or not we're upset with each other." I'm gonna pause it there, and all I'm gonna say is it's competitiveness, it's to will to win. I think it's also just a little minor nudges here and there, like Garrett Wilson is here, like, yo, we need to really lock in, because probably in the back of his mind is like, we probably got one more year out of you, bro. One. I would say one. I would say one. Like, this is like the last hurrah for Rodgers, honestly. I'm coming off of this Achilles injury. That's the only reason why. So Wilson's on some like, bro, stop going on these vacations, motherfucker. I need you to lock in, please, and let's be on the same page, because once season starts, well, actually, preseason, Aaron Rodgers needs to be playing. Yeah. If he's not playing, that shows like, all right, there's gonna be a little bit of rust coming into in my opinion, just coming off an injury. All right, you need to get back to these reps and real life reps. I'm not talking about actual game reps. So it's competitiveness, but I also see the little ego and a little holding each other accountable.
Yeah.
And it's also a young up and coming captain in Garrett Wilson, challenging a seasoned vet in Aaron Rodgers. That's my take on
They
it.
got to get on the same page, bro.
And I feel like they are on the same page. And it's also just competitiveness, two teammates, just making sure, like you said,
You like to see stuff like that. I mean, as a coach, obviously, Aaron Rodgers missing a good portion of last year. The chemistry is not there, but for Garrett Wilson, like you said, he wants to break out. You know, this is his once in a lifetime opportunity to play with a Hall of Fame quarterback like that.
Facts.
You have Brees Hall, you have all those pieces. I'm not going to get into the
They have
specifics.
a great team, bro.
But
They have a great team.
yeah, it's a lot of pressure. And when the cameras are on, you want to give your true, authentic self. You know, you and I, we're going to have disagreements, right? But how we handle it is we have to yell at each other. We're going to talk to each other. But the point is, you have to communicate. Why? Because if Garrett Wilson lets that linger, here comes week 3. It's the same play. The same mistake is made. ESPN is going to shadow that camera right to those two, and we're going to see it. And that's all we're going to hear throughout. New York is a very big media outlet. Guys are gonna report stuff, tweets, pictures, but I think it's good. Like I said, it's two competitive minds. They want to be on the same page. They want to make sure this season is right. A-Rod coming off injury, Garrett Wilson being the elite receiver that he is, wants to prove that he can take the next step. So I don't see anything wrong with it.
Facts. I don't either.
Same here. I mean, everything you guys said, I agree with. This was at training camp, and I'm sure they're probably getting their head beat in by that defense. So it's probably it's hot.
Emotions is rolling. Probably shit we don't see off camera. There's a lot going on.
When they write these narratives, I just ask myself, have you ever played anything in your life? Have you ever
No. Unfortunately, I have not, bro.
It's weird. They would, people do that at practice because they're trying to you guys have said they're trying to get on the same page, and both of them just have a different perspective of what the play just happened.
Yes.
And again, that defense is pretty good. I'm sure Sauce was probably getting him tight, locking him up, and Aaron
he was
was
talking in his ear.
yeah, and Aaron was like, you gotta win this, and he's like, I can't. Little things on that.
A lot of nuances, man.
But it's at practice they're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Some of y'all, like I said, go play a sport. I don't got nothing. Go play.
Get from behind the keyboard, man. Go touch some grass.
It's like training camp, man.
Go like an animated exchange.
Now if they had fisticuffs.
Right.
Yeah. Again, they didn't. They were just sternly talking.
This ain't no Draymond and Poole, man.
Right, right.
Ain't no
He just
fist
telling me
fight,
to
you know what I'm saying?
Right. Just relax.
It's just two grown men.
Before we go into the controversy, was that the controversy?
That was controversy.
No, the last one. Tua got paid. I was
Tua.
about to mention that.
Tua deserved it.
Tua got paid.
I feel like it was just a.
I mean, that offense was spectacular last year. So
He was #1 in pass touchdowns.
They have to win.
yeah,
Now.
I mean, listen.
They have to win now. Hopefully, Chubb is healthy.
Yeah,
Right,
but their
Chubb.
defense fell apart.
Yes, did he tear his Achilles? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Wilkinson,
Check out that
they
show.
lost Wilkinson.
Okay.
He went to
But
Las Vegas.
still got Xavier Howard, right?
Yeah.
So you lock in your offense. We already know that was going to be locked in, but it's official now. Obviously with the contracts signing Tua, but Chubb, and he's impact player, impact. He makes change on the field. So that defense is playing up the stature. That offense is clicking. Dolphins, come on.
I mean, for Tua, he has 3 really good options. I mean, okay, I'll say 2 good options, and we don't really know what Odell's going to bring to the table. But
I forgot Odell was there.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So I think Miami,
And
similar
running
to
back,
Green
too.
Bay, they kind of know the time is now. You have a generational talent, Tyreek Hill, obviously opposite him, Waddle, Odell. I don't got to get into the specifics of the running backs. I mean, Devin Achane, one of the fastest guys I've ever seen run on the field. So
Fantasy.
for Tua, yeah, I think the biggest concern for him is always going to be his health. He's a little fragile, but he said he's been working on his body. He does look different.
And playing in cold temperature, man.
Playing in cold temperature as well, so he got to get better at that. But I'm happy for Tua. Just that draft class alone. I mean, I think we did a short on it. Check it out, No Credentials Podcast.
Big facts.
We're seeing some elite talent. I mean, Joey B, Jordan Love, Tua, just to name a few, Justin Herbert. So that class is really maturing to be one of the best that we've ever seen in terms of Super Bowl appearance, All Pro. I don't really know if we count Pro Bowl, but y'all get when I put it down. So shout out to Tua. I think people had a lot of questions about, Mahomes Hill. Is Hill going to be productive? And Tua showed that he get the ball to Cheetah, man. So he can earn that
I
contract.
didn't even help him crack that 2K mark. But the stars are aligning, in my opinion, for Miami. The AFC East is wide open, in my opinion. New England has a rookie quarterback. Unless Josh goes crazy, I think Buffalo is taking a step back with all the pieces that they lost because their window kind of closed. And we haven't really seen what the Jets look like.
Right.
You know what the Dolphins look like, a high-powered offense. And when they're healthy, that defense is pretty good. So, locking into it now, I think y'all got to try to go get it as fast as possible. Because right now, it's probably a two-headed race in the AFC East between the Jets and Dolphins. And I'm sorry if I'm counting out Buffalo. Shout out to Fab. I know she's a big Buffalo fan, but I'm sorry. they took a step back. So yeah, you saw what he did. The thing about it is though, about this whole thing is like it's a contract year, man. So you have to ball because they get paid.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit like, you
But
know.
him and Love had 2 different paths though, because like you said, Tua's been playing since day 1 really. Well, a little bit first year, but from the second
he went through
season
many
on.
coaches.
Right, he went through a couple coaches, whereas Love had to earn it. But it's contract time, man. I think Joey B kind of set the standard. You know, Lamar got his bag last year, but along with Herbert, so.
I mean, hey, my pro tip is whoever's about to get paid this year, y'all know to take him to fantasy.
Yeah, they about to go crazy.
They want to get paid. But nah, big credits to Tua. Good luck to Miami.
Crown him.
Get them extra sleeves. Or definitely win the division so you can play at home.
Facts.
I'm just saying.
Facts.
They have to.
I'm just saying. So you got home
And
for
then
advantage.
plus, you know, teams ain't gonna be focusing when they're flying into MIA.
Nah, definitely not. You know what it's in them.